Hi, welcome to All Things Good. This video is marking my return to YouTube. I'm going to be posting more videos in the future, and I've got a lot of cool content planned. Today I'm just here at La Perouse, which is a historic site for when Captain Cook landed in Botany Bay. Let's have a look around. Now you'll notice the structure in front of us, which is just here. That's called Bear Island. Now, this Bear Island fort, that was featured in the Mission Impossible Hollywood movie featuring Tom Cruise. It's basically a fort. It was designed to defend the area. Now, the reason why this is called La Perouse is because there was two French vessels that were set to explore Terra Australis, which means land of the south. They were sanctioned by the King of France, and they were welcomed by Captain Philip in the area. There were two French vessels, and the captain was called La Perouse. Now, they stayed here for a short period of time. They were apparently better supplied than the English were, and they weren't here to claim the area. They were just here to explore. And we're going to go to that area and I'll show you a little bit more around. Now we're just coming up to the Bear Island Fort. You can see it's quite beautiful and there's lots of tourists. It's very popular for tourists. To the right here, which I'll show you in a sec, you can see some rather big ships. Okay, and this is Port Botany over here. And behind it is the Sydney Airport. And that area down there is a small little junction, and it's called Bridle Sands. Now we're just on the bridge here, and you can see that there are many species of fish in the area. We also have a chart showing the types of fish that you're allowed to catch and the size, and that's only if you have a recreational fishing license, and you've got bag limits as well as to how many fish you're allowed to catch. So it is quite popular for people to fish, although because of the airport and the Port Botany with all the large cargo ships, I wouldn't say that the fish that you'd be catching in this bay would be very healthy. Probably a little bit high in dioxins, and obviously the high levels of mercury that are contained within our oceans and other pollutants here. But still beautiful, and you can see a couple of people fishing down here. Beautiful clear water, seaweed, and a little bit of a reef here. So here we are at the gates of Bear Island Fort. There's 45-minute tours, which cost $15 for adults, and family tickets and children tickets you can see just on here. There are also Black Market, which is the Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islanders art food culture, which looks like an event that's being held. Also, you can see that this is dangerous. There have been 4 deaths in this area due to rock fishing, I imagine. When the tide comes in, it can get quite rough here, especially during stormy times. Let's come and have a look at the other side. And again, you can see tourists clambering about the rocks, taking photos. Now this structure here is called Customs Tower. And Customs Tower is an area where they used, apparently, to combat smugglers coming into the area. And again, to our left we have Port Botany. It's kind of a bit of an eyesore, isn't it? A lot of new buildings in the area as Australia's going through a real estate boom. Now I've just crossed over to the inside of La Perouse, and there's some cafes and restaurants around here. I'm not sure if they're any good. I've never tried them. And you have a couple of historic buildings just in the centre. And this building that you see in front of us here is the La Perouse Museum. A beautiful old historic building. You have other monolith there and another historic building, the boat shed. And to the right is La Perouse Bay itself. And this is a little beach, the inland beach, and a little park area. A lot of families come here, have barbecues and picnics. Let's take a closer look. I'm just here on the beach itself. You can see the museum in the background there. And the boathouse, which is just here. And this is La Perouse, Port Botany. Just behind it, Sydney Airport. So that's all from me today. If you liked the video, please click like, share and subscribe. And stay tuned for exciting new developments on all things good and excellent health videos. Enjoy. And remember to get out and about.